Hi, I'm Sofia Kwok, and this is my project on terrestrial real estate. First, I researched the Goldilocks zone to understand how Earth is suitable for life. Then, I did some research on some of Earth's spheres, the geosphere, the atmosphere, and the hydrosphere. Lastly, I created a real estate sales pitch to sell locations in our solar system that could be suitable for life. Earth 101, Geosphere. This is the inner core. It's solid even though it's 10,000 degrees. This is the outer core. It's liquid and it's made up of iron and nickel. This is the mantle. It gets softer the more you go down. This is the asthenosphere. It's more fluid than the mantle. This is the lithosphere. It has the tectonic plates. This is the crust. The oceanic crust is thinner than the continental crust. This is the magnetosphere. It protects Earth from radiation. Earth 101, Atmosphere. This is the data and chart that I collected from the greenhouse effect experiment. Independent research. This is the chart where I put all of my research that I collected for the locations that I researched. This is the sales pitch commercial that I created to advertise some locations in our solar system that we can move to. Your real estate guide to terrestrial locations. Why should you leave Earth? The population is growing too much, we're going to run out of resources soon, and global warming will make the planet inhabitable eventually. You can move to these places: Venus, Pluto, and Callisto. The first place, Venus, located behind Mercury and in front of Earth. Why should you move to Venus? It's the closest to Earth, there's many stunning landmarks, the sunsets aren't like the sunsets on Earth, the weather stays the same, and you can go to Venus if you love the heat. Visit Venus's Maxwell Montes. It's about 36,000 feet tall, there's no snow, and it's one of the brightest things on Venus. Disclaimer, we are not responsible for any of these things. The next place, Pluto. It's located behind Neptune. Why should you move to Pluto? Pluto's really far away, so it's dark, and there's lots of icy plains and cold weather. There's not a lot of people that would like to move there, so it's good if you want to be alone. There isn't any hot weather, and there's lots of mountains that you can climb for fun. Visit Pluto's icy plains. There's no wind, there's no heat, and there's a wonderful icy environment. Disclaimer, we are not responsible for any of these things. The last location we're going to is Callisto. It's orbiting Jupiter. Why should you move to Callisto? There's cold weather, there's no volcanoes, there's beautiful craters, and you get to see Jupiter all the time. And there's no earthquakes. Callisto's Valhalla crater, 2 to 4 billion years old and about 1 billion miles across. Disclaimer, we are not responsible for any of these things. This is my bibliography where all of my citations are.